Hi there, it's so nice to see you in this kind of exclusive setting. Since you've decided to join my mailing list, thank you so much for that. Let's see what we've got in for today. The behind the scenes of March include making of the Morrison's jig and also some details about my new music project. I want to quickly introduce you to the idea that I've presented as my solo project. So what I mean as a solo project is me and my husband working together to give you a new song every month. I want to use my YouTube to experiment a little bit, which you have already seen, and it's really exciting to have this platform to be able to try out different things. Covers, cosplay, in quotation mark, of course, because I'm not a cosplayer. Cinematic music, metal music, all of that in search of our own expression, and also to see what kind of stuff do you like the most from us. Morrison's Jig was our first original arrangement, and I'm happy to see that you like it so much, and I'm really grateful for all the great feedback. The idea behind this song was really simple. We wanted to have something for St. Patrick's Day. It was really important for me because, first of all, Irish and Celtic music is my huge inspiration since years, and it is also a vital part of Elvati. So it meant a lot to me to be able to give you something on that day. We have chosen Morrison's Jig because it's a really powerful and popular tune, and we had so much fun with arranging it and playing around with it. In the end, we did a metal version with the hurdy-gurdy, silver flute, uilleann pipes, bouzouki, and some cinematic effects at the end, which I think turned out super cool. And of course, it is a metal version. Metal is the music I grew up with and that I to that day like the most. So more hurdy-gurdy metal it is. We also had a special guest recording the uilleann pipes, Heikki from Finland. I found his profile on Instagram and he was rocking those pipes. So I was like, hell yeah, let's invite him to collaborate, and he did not disappoint. The tune itself is not that hard, so practicing the hurdy-gurdy didn't take that much, but I had to invest much more hours into practicing the flute. I've came back to playing the flute after 5 or 6 years of break. Before I played it for 10 years when I was in music school, and after my final exam I just dropped it because I was never too much into the classical sound of silver flute. Not long after that I picked up the hurdy-gurdy, and you know the rest of the story. However, Piotr convinced me to come back to playing the flute, and then I discovered that it's possible to implement the Irish way of playing the flute to the silver flute, which made me come back to practicing pretty quickly, and I started the process of rewiring my classically trained brain into the Irish technique of playing, which is using the ornaments as the rhythm effect and is totally different to the classical way of playing. As for the DAW, we are working in Cubase and we are using Kontakt and Kontakt libraries. For the Morrisons, the VSTs that we used are harp that is coming from the basic Kontakt kit, and also at the end of the song you can hear horns, and these are from a DAW brass library. Piotr wrote the drums and I wrote the harp. Regarding the hurdy-gurdy in this track, we've prepared a few layers. I tuned down to B and I recorded the low B and high B strings separately on the mic, which was Rode NT1A. And then I've also added tracks recorded through a preamp, and I did it for the first time with Safona, and I have to say that I totally love this sound. It really brings out the lows in the hurdy. So we've added a lot of that in the mix, and then we recorded some mighty drones and we doubled them with the drums from the uilleann pipes, and then we've added a wind sound effect, and you can hear that in the intro, and I think the whole thing turned out pretty damn epic. So far, working on this particular project had the best workflow in my opinion. we are working on this Michalina Malisz project since January, so we are learning how to organize everything, especially the working space in Cubase. Piotr is an audio engineer, so he knows everything about it, but I, on the other hand, had to spend long and infuriating hours learning how to record myself, how to edit my tracks, and so on. I just hated this because generally Cubase and the tech side of recording is incredibly complicated for me, so I just had to take it step by step and have a lot of breaks to calm down, because in the end I knew that these skills are really important to make this project work. So I cried, but I tried, and it's much better now. We are still not the best of friends with Cubase, but we are getting there. This month's honorable mentions go to 3 people: Heikki for recording Julian pipes to our track, Taras for designing my beautiful logo, and Michał for taking the photo that you can see on my website. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the March vlog. If you have any questions or suggestions, or you would like me to go into a greater detail about something, please let me know. You know where to find me, and I will see you next month in the next vlog. Bye bye!